Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm so happy to be here with you today. We have a beautiful sunny day, and it's just a wonderful time to tell you about some upcoming things we have in the next couple of days, and also to introduce on Facebook Live a couple of recent dances completed by Brynna Wilder and Philip Baraoidan. So I'm going to welcome Brynna.
Hello.
And Philip.
Hi, everyone.
So I wonder if you both can fill everyone in who's watching. You choreographed these projects as virtual projects, which means you worked with the dancers totally in an online format, and that resulted in video work for video, which is really a lot different than in-person performance. So I'm going to throw that question out to either one of you, whoever wants to go first, what it was like to work virtually.
I guess I can start with this question. So I started the process earlier in the summer with the intention that we were not going to put it on stage anytime soon. And knowing that we definitely had to make this film with the confinement of the dancers being at home. And so I started the process knowing that there may be a possibility that this might not go on a stage. So, hi, Diane. So with that, I think the process changed for me because I couldn't count on, oh, maybe this will one day work in the rehearsal room, or maybe if I set this choreo now, we can clarify questions closer when people are in person. Like I didn't get that luxury that most dancers have when you start creating a project. So for me, the process had to change knowing that this was for film. I don't know, Brynna, is that the same for you? Was that?
Oh, definitely.
Too?
And because of that, I kind of changed my view of what the choreography would look like. Instead of thinking, sorry, my cat is jumping on my lap right now. Instead of thinking that it's just going to be from the front, I use this as an opportunity to be like, okay, what would it look like if we were closer to the camera or farther away, or if it was a back shot and things like that that normally wouldn't be able to see on a stage alone.
Absolutely. I think that's something that we got to do at our last live screening of a performance. We got to factor in some cool effects that you would normally not get to do with like a live audience there. And just getting the opportunity to play with different techniques that, are a little unconventional for a dance program. I think that was something that changed and was great about this process.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's been interesting in all of our virtual performances how we've been able to bring in ideas in a different way, and I think that's really a lot of fun. Well, I'd love to show your work now. So I think we'll start off with Philip's. Philip's was we have shown it previously. I think we showed it at our virtual season kickoff, but it has not been shown on Facebook Live. So this is the premiere of Philip's piece for Facebook Live called I Can Cook. So we'll talk a little bit more about Philip's piece after we take a look. So here goes.
Fish can be beat, our sugar's the sweetest around. I'm a man's ideal of a perfect meal, right down to the damn he tags. I'm a pot of joy for a hungry boy. Baby, I'm cooking with gas, or I'm a gumdrop, a sweet lollipop, a brook trout right out of the brook. But once more, baby, I can cook. Some girls make magazine covers, Some girls keep house on a dime. Some girls make wonderful lovers. But what a lucky find I'm. I'd make a magazine cover. Well, I do keep house on a dime. I'd make a wonderful lover. I should be paid overtime, 'cause I can bake too. On top of the lot, my oven's the hottest you'll find. 'Cause I can roast too, my chicken stews, my gravy will lose your mind. I'm a brand new note on a tablet note, but just try me a la carte. With a single course, you could choke a horse. Baby, you won't know where to start. Oh, I'm an hors d'oeuvre, a jelly preserve, and not in your recipe book. But what's more, baby, I can cook. But let's cook it tonight. You won't know where to start. Oh, I'm an hors d'oeuvre, a jelly preserve, and not in your recipe book. But what's more, baby, I can. What's more, baby, I can. What's more, baby, I can cook. Baby, I can cook.
All right. Yay. Philip, I'm just going to take a quick look at our comments because I know we have some of the performers who were in that piece that are
Watching. Hi, everyone.
so, yeah. So, yay. Okay. All right. So that was such a fun piece to watch. And Philip, was that music originally on Broadway?
Yeah, it was a Bernstein piece from the musical On the Town. And I just love the jazz lines in it, and I love that big band sound. So that was my main inspiration for the piece, the music itself. And so I thought it'd be fun. And what better thing to do than cook at home during quarantine, right?
I know, and cooking is just one of those things that's just perfect for television. You can ask me all about that. I am very good at watching cooking shows, such as the Great British Bake Off, because I don't bake anything at home, but I love watching the shows. So.
Yes. I think something I noticed watching it this time is that since we were dancing at home, we got to see family members or pets join in on the dance fun. And I know like Brenna's cat is there with her. There might be a little sneak preview of another furry friend that joins later on in a video. But that's something fun that, you'd never see on a dance stage.
That's for sure. At least not intentionally.
Yes, yeah.
So Brynna, now tell us a little bit about your ideas here for your piece we are about to show. We'll try not to give too much away, but I did want to give you a chance to let us know what you were thinking about as you started to develop your work.
Yeah, definitely. So I was really kind of looking into, like I said before, the different camera angles, so working close to the camera, farther away, different angles like that. But with that, just kind of using a lot of straight phrase work. So working on kind of a phrase for a couple of weeks and then filming those so then we can do other phrases. And then also having the dancers to create some movement that kind of would move from one side of the screen across and then kind of connecting them all together into one phrase. So it was kind of a little bit more collaborative in that moment. But yeah, just kind of really working towards just kind of more a lyrical or modern base to a beautiful piece of music that I have. Yeah.
Great. Well, I think let's do this, what we just had done, that same sort of format, and let's go ahead and take a look at Brynna's, and then we can carry on this discussion. I just saw Diane's comment, so I had to throw that up there. That was her comment after Philip's piece. So let's go ahead, though, and we'll take a look now at this super wonderful premiere, fresh off the, what would you say, off the editing program.
Yes.
And first eyes on it. So here we go. All right. Congratulations, Brynna.
Yeah, look great.
Congrats on that world premiere.
Thank you.
Yes, Kelsey has just chimed in.
Hi, Kelsey.
Thanks for coming on and watching, Kelsey. Yeah, so I know that Philip worked with you, Brenna, to design how the piece would actually end up looking in this format. One thing I really like about working in video is the chance to highlight details in the body and different angles that, as a viewer, you're often do not have a choice. I mean, you do have a choice about where exactly to look in the stage space, but you don't always have a choice about how to see the detail. So if you and Philip want to talk a little bit about how you work together to bring the dance into this format, that would be great to hear about that process.
Yeah, so I started with having the dancers film the different phrases from different angles. So like the first phrase that you see, you'll see two with the front screen, one with the lower right, and then one from the back, which I love that Philip was able to put all those all together. So they all filmed them in all the different ways, and then Philip was able to take them all together and put it in a way that really was cohesive, and he really saw my vision, which was great. And then we just kind of did that for all the different phrases. So then I kind of gave them over to Philip and I was like, you obviously get this. Can you help me figure out the best camera angles for each one and where they would fit on screen best?
I think something that was very helpful. I mean, I was not in your rehearsal process, so I didn't know how you were coaching or how you were envisioning it. And something that Brenna helped me with is she had films of the dancers doing phrase work. So I had a general understanding of what she was envisioning. And I think as an audience member, if I saw that phrase work on stage, I'd be like, oh, this is a unison section. But when it comes to, film work and editing, we get this opportunity to really showcase the audience's eyes as to what we want them to see or what Brenna is seeing in her head. Instead of seeing 4 dancers in unison, building dancers, it'd be the same way if on stage we had spotlights on different dancers. And I think the way she coached and the way her phrase work was filmed by the dancers really helped bring more light and more angles, I guess, into what the film was going to look like. I mean, just something, it'd be like if you're watching from different parts of the theater.
Yeah.
Right. And I think too the nice thing about the virtual presentations is that you do have the opportunity to see the piece more than once. And so that's what's so nice about the Facebook presentations like this one. The video will stay up there. You can repeat your viewing each time you see something different. Like I've watched it a few times since I've gotten it and put it into this platform, but you start to notice little details even about the dancers' space where they're performing. Little details about like Claudia's backyard or Elisa's little tiny mobile in her house. So it takes some doing for your eye to pick up all those wonderful details. So I want to congratulate you both. And like I say, we can keep enjoying these as the days go on and just look back at them to something that we can really enjoy and have a lot of fun with. So I'm going to just move on.
Though, because Kelsey is working on hers.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that, Philip. I'm glad you mentioned that because the current 40 Plus project, Kelsey was doing that. I don't know. They've only had a couple of meetings so far, but I'm sure it's off to a great start.
So that's something to look forward to, and another fun video film.
Yes, and we'll try to do some of the other work we've shown in our virtual performances over the last few months. My thoughts are now to also show them in this format. Like, there's my dog coming in. Anyway, whoops. So that you'll have the chance to see those works more than once as well. So pets do make those. So, but what we have coming up this weekend, we're all very excited about it. It's this little show called Hidden Talents. And we have some very special guests who will be joining us. So we're going to do a little part of it. We'll be showcasing the wonderful Inner Ear studio itself. For those of you who do not know about Inner Ear, it's a recording studio that's been there in Arlington for over 30 years, has recorded many, many nationally known artists, such as Dave Grohl, not that long ago. And it's just filled with a lot of mementos of these various meetings. So we are standing in the same studio where Dave Grohl recorded. I think that's really exciting. No, I got very excited when I went to Memphis and stood where Elvis Presley used to record at Sun Studios. I thought that was exciting. Well, this is just as exciting. So that's my buildup. And our guests. Oh, okay. Philip, you want to talk about who you're dancing with?
Yeah, so this is one show that's gonna have everything. Things that are non-dance, things that are different dance styles. I am doing a battle with Emily Cruz, and she's throwing some great clogging into our mix. And so she's dancing with me. Brynna, do you want to talk about who you're dancing with?
Yeah, I'm dancing with two dancers, Roxanne and Nicole, and we are basing our movement off of knitting and crocheting, so kind of thinking about how that can be translated into movement, which is fun.
Right, and then we have Amy, who is dancing, exercising, fitness exercise with her sister, because as we all know, Amy is a marathon runner and Ken is really mean with those exercises. And then last but not least, we have Kelsey and Carly in a bake-off of sorts.
Yes.
Yes. So there's much to look forward to. We're trying to do some fun things with camera angles and just also you'll get to hear an original piece of music by Don as he gives us all a little studio tour. So lots to look forward to there. And so I hope you can join us on Saturday, and we'd love to see you there. It's free. And just please come on and join us. So I think we'll go ahead and take our closing view here. I have a little bit more of Inner Ear I can show you. And look for, I don't know when our next show will be, maybe in a week or so, we'll do another Facebook show and stream some more of our recent works that we've presented earlier in our virtual programs. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. And thank you, Philip and Brynna. As always, it's my great pleasure to work with these wonderful artists and have their creative contributions come into play. Such beautiful work. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.